Jumbo everybody, in today's video I have a road trip essentials video for you. So Mr. Simple Life and I went on about a 2-week long road trip, and we were in and out of around 11-ish hotel rooms throughout that 2-week time frame, and we learned a lot. We were super glad we had some things and super wished we had other things with us. I'm going to share both of those things with you guys today. First, I am heading up to Canada to do some essential oil classes up there. So if you guys are anywhere in the London / Niagara Falls, Ottawa areas, shoot me an email, anniesimplelife@gmail.com, and I'll give you the class information so you guys can hopefully come to my class. I would love to see you. It's completely free, and we'll learn all about the awesome world of essential oils and what they can do for your body. So while we were on the road, we were not in like a Winnebago or anything. We were in my Honda, and we were sitting in the car, and we had just gotten in the car. We were about to pull out, and Mr. Simple Life is like, hang on. And so he stops the car, he goes in, and he brings pillows like this. And I'm like, what are we doing with these? And he's like, sit against it. So we put it against our seats, you know, the seat back, and it really made a huge difference. I have, and you may have seen this before in any of my try-on videos, I have a sway back, which means like my torso is kind of tilted kind of forward. So if I sit against a chair, my back has like a gap between my back and the chair. And so this was great for just filling that gap. It made the trip a lot more comfortable. It wasn't the be all end all because I still had my occasional back discomfort. However, it really helped to make me feel a little more comfortable in the seat. Two things that I did not have with me that I am bringing to Canada because, hello, what was I thinking? I did not have my pain relief cream, so I didn't want to just go to the grocery store and get a pain reliever or pain relief cream because I didn't want those chemicals going into my system. So gonna be bringing my Cool Azul with me. I don't know why I didn't have it with me. I didn't even think about it like as being a thing, and it's almost out, so this is probably gonna be like the last of it, but gonna bring this with me, as well as Sulfurzyme. If any of you guys have occasional muscle and joint discomfort, shoot me an email, okay? I have a video that I came across that I think you'll get some benefit from. It'll blow your mind. So anyway, these two things going with me because reasons. We need it, right? Second thing, super glad I had my phone with me. This was our GPS navigation system. We used the phone Maps app, and we had Susie, we call her Susie, I don't know, tell us how to get from point A to point B. We had lots of point A's to point B's, and so we were super glad that we had the navigation system just talking to us, so that was super convenient. Also, we like to be as organized as possible, especially when you're living in and out of your car for a long period of time. We didn't want to have like trash around our feet. We didn't want to have things that we knew we wanted to have up at the front seat back in the trunk. So we had a couple of different bags that were helpful in that regard. So two bags that I had up in the front seat. Mr. Simple Life did most of the driving, and then I was kind of like the navigator with Susie, and just the person getting the food and stuff out when we needed it. And so this was one big cooler bag that I brought. This is actually a Heinen's bag from Cleveland. And it worked great to keep all of our snacks together, even snacks that did not need to be refrigerated. I wanted to keep them all just corralled in one place. And so I had some ice on the bottom for things like fruit and, you know, our black elderberry syrup here that I normally make my own, but I bought this one so we could have that on our trip. Also, we had things like bananas and jerky bars and things like that. And so I just kept all of that corralled in here. Water too, just to keep it all together. So I knew if somebody was hungry, this was the bag to reach for. I didn't have to like rustle through a whole bunch of different things to find our snacks. And I had enough snacks to get us from Hotel 1 to Hotel 2. So it wasn't like an overload of a ton of stuff. Everything else was in the trunk. And then I just had what we needed right up in the front seat. And I also had this reusable shopper here, Trader Joe's bag. And this was good for things that we would need periodically. So like things like hats or sunglasses if it was particularly sunny outside. Or we also had, we made burned CDs. What is this, like 1995? I don't know. But we weren't sure what the radio service was going to be, especially in the remote areas we were going. So we had CDs in here. We had pen and paper in case you needed to write stuff down. We had toll change because I feel like the entire state of New Jersey is one big toll road. So we had a whole bunch of like cash and stuff in here, place for receipts because this was a business trip, and so I was collecting receipts in here so they weren't just scattered throughout the car, and it just made things so much more organized just having these two bags right behind the seat. I could just grab what I needed and it was all in one place. I talked about this in my last Dollar Tree video. These are great. These are the tall kitchen bags, and we didn't have these on our last trip. We had like just the little grocery bags, the small ones for containing trash and stuff in the car. I would have liked to have a little bit of a bigger space to put our trash in, so I'm gonna be bringing these along with us. These are fantastic. I like these a lot better than I thought I would. I've been using them in my kitchen. They've been working out great, so I bought a box of these to take with us too on this upcoming trip. One thing that was a lifesaver for us, I eat paleo and my husband eats paleo autoimmune protocol, and so the Hot Logic, oh my word y'all, the Hot Logic. I've talked about this a number of times. I've got 2 of them. What you do with the Hot Logic is basically you're just gonna take a Pyrex, one of those rectangular Pyrexes with the lid, or you can get like a BPA free plastic with a lid too, and you put your food in there, meat, vegetables, whatever you've got, whether it's cooked or not, doesn't matter. Make sure you have the lid on, stick it in here, zip it up, and plug it in. And then you just let it sit. If it's already cooked and you're just wanting to heat it up, it'll heat up in about an hour. If it's something that's not yet cooked, like a raw piece of chicken and some vegetables or something, plug it in for maybe 3 hours and it'll cook a meal. Awesome. This thing is a travel companion. So what we did is in the morning, I would put our meat and our vegetables in our Pyrex, plug this in while we were getting ourselves packed up, ready to go. And then we would get in the car. Travel adapter. Awesome. So it has a plug and a little thing for your cigarette lighter, and this literally kept our food hot while we were traveling from place to place. So good. An allergy person's dream. If you're a truck driver, awesome. If you travel for work at all and you want to eat healthy on the road, I cannot recommend the Hot Logic enough, honestly, because this thing is just, I love it. I love this thing. I don't know where I would be today without it. It was just so convenient. Like, we literally would pull off to a rest stop. I would get out little plastic utensils, sprinkle some salt on it, and we were just eating our lunch. Like, it was perfect. And we can't just eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a packaged granola bar, and cookie. You know, like, we cannot eat that way. And so having this was just a complete lifesaver. So this is going with me to our next destinations because it is just that cool, and it does not get super hot or anything. Like, it's like you can hold it and it's not going to burn you. Like, it's great. It's a really good thing. Okay, so actually in the hotel rooms, some things that I really liked having, I had gallon-sized Ziploc bags in and out of 11 hotel rooms. I was putting 11 remotes in this bag, and it keeps the remote germs off of your hands when you're using the remote. Am I crazy? Yeah, absolutely. Get yourself some big Ziplocs. You will not regret it, let me tell you. Also in the hotel room, I was super glad that I had my diffuser with me. This was great because the hotel rooms, some of them smelled like smoke, some of them smelled just really musty, like they hadn't been stayed in like a year and a half. Some of them just smelled like man, I don't know. Kind of weird. So anyway, having my diffuser with my purification was awesome. Like, we would plug this in as soon as we got there, fill it up with water, a couple drops of purification, and in like a half hour, the room completely smelled different. It just smelled amazing. So glad that I had this. I normally do not travel with my diffuser. Until now, this is going everywhere with us because once you do it one time, then it's like you can't not do it the next time. So I'm bringing my diffuser with me up to Canada because reasons absolutely necessary. Also in the hotel room, I did bring actually some paper towels and my Thieves cleaner. This was good to clean off all the surfaces in the hotel room because you never know how clean those things are, right? Not very clean at all, probably. So I cleaned the bathroom, I cleaned everything with a flat surface with these two things. It was great. Made the room smell nice and got the little yucky stuff off of it. It was awesome. Another thing that I had was this little travel roll-up toiletry bag. I got this from Holler. I think it was like maybe $2 on Holler. I have Holler linked in the description below. You guys can find it. But this was great because I was able to put all of our toiletries in here. I need to refill it. And then I would hang it on the bathroom door. And then when we were done with the bathroom stuff, just put it in here, pick it up, and put it right in the suitcase. And so I didn't have to like constantly pack and unpack and pack and unpack. Everything was already in here. We just kind of used it as like a shelf. And it was great. It worked really, really good. So it has a nice little handle. Just good stuff. I love this little bag. And for $2 on Holler, oh my gosh, totally worth it. Worth having, and it just made like leaving the hotel room so much easier. Okay, from an immune system standpoint, I always talk about this. I had my black elderberry syrup, so this was amazing to have with us. Got this from Whole Foods. I normally make my own, but it's hard to travel with a big mason jar of stuff. So black elderberry syrup, really good to have. Also, I had my Lipospheric vitamin C. I've talked about this 1.5 million times too. Really, really good to have vitamin C packets with you. Also had our Thieves essential oil with us as well. Good for immune system support. And then from a digestion standpoint, I brought along my Essentialzymes 4, really, really good digestive enzymes that I use. And then I also brought along Digize and Peppermint. These two, great for digestive system support too. So this one right on your tummy, or this one, either one, really nice to have if you eat at all. Digize is good for your tummy, so great to have there. And lavender to help us fall asleep, and frankincense to use on my face as like a wrinkle serum oil. So gotta have my essential oils with us. So that's pretty much it. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you are interested in learning about the occasional muscle and joint discomfort thing that I was talking about before, shoot me an email. I'd be happy to send you that video. Also, if you are in the eastern part of Canada, I am probably heading to a place near you very, very soon. So shoot me an email, anniesimplelife@gmail.com, and I'll share with you the event information of when and where I will be. If you haven't already and you'd like to, hit that button down below, subscribe so you never miss a daily Dreamland video. Happy traveling, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao.